Terence Bud Crawford. How can Jermell Charlo be jealous if he is, based on what you said and what everybody in the world already knows, he's the unified, undisputed junior middleweight champion of the world? You, Terence Bud Crawford, only have one title, and Jermell Charlo has all 4 of the belts in his division. How is he jealous? And how can you say that he's not on the level of you, nor is he on the level of Errol Spence, when him and Errol Spence have the same trainer? Him and Errol Spence have the same goals in becoming unified in their division. So how can you say that he's not on the level of Spence when they got the same trainer with the same goals of becoming undisputed? And then you say that he's not on your level. I really have to dive into that. Because if Charlo is not on your level, and then if Charlo is not on Spence's level, then that means he's on a level, according to you, Bud Crawford, less than you. And is that the reason why when Terence Bud Crawford was asked, would he fight Charlo, he was so quick in his response? Don't take my word for it. Brian Custer is going to ask Terence Bud Crawford about fighting Jermell Charlo. And let's hear what Terence Bud Crawford has to say. Roll the tape.
Jermell, how about Jermell Charlo?
Of course, I beat his ass any day. Easy.
Wow. So that means Bud Crawford at 154 and taking on the undisputed champion.
Listen, this was definitely what I said, and I ain't gotta lie. You know what I mean? I promise you. I said if I can't get the Errol Spence fight, I want to go right in to Jermell Charlo. You know what I mean? But Jermell got all kinds of mandatories, and he already lined up the fight and stuff like that. So, of course, that couldn't happen. You know what I mean? So, the main focus was Errol Spence, you know? And Jermell Charlo, you know what I mean? He run his mouth a lot. He be all sensitive and stuff, but he can fight. He got some skills, you know? We respect him in the ring, but, you know, I believe Errol Spence is a tougher challenge than Charlo. That's just my honest opinion.
So, let me get this correct. As soon as Brian Custer asked Terence Bud Crawford, would you fight Jermell Charlo? Very quick in his response. He says, I'll beat his blank, 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 blank. His cuss word, his expletive. He'll beat him up, right? And then he says that Spence is a tougher challenge than Charlo. So basically, in Terence Bud Crawford's own words, Jermell Charlo is not on the level of him, nor is he on the level of Errol Spence. And also, he is not a tougher challenge than Spence. So the words that he is not saying is that Spence is a tougher challenge than himself. That's the words he's not saying. By saying that Charlo basically is an easier opponent than Spence. And that's the reason why he responded bang, 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 bang so quickly. Every time somebody asks him about fighting Spence, he give a song and a dance. He don't give a definitive yes. He always gives a song and a dance. And he's been doing this from 2019 all the way to now. But when you ask him about fighting Keith Thurman or Sean Porter or let's say Jermell Charlo, oh man, his responses are quick. Yeah, I'll beat him. Yeah, I'll fight him. Yeah, no problem. Now, no hesitation in your answers, Terence Bud Crawford, because you believe that Charlo is an easy opponent. Like your whole career been based on fighting easier opponents, and you're quick in your response to fighting them, like you're doing David Evanesian in December 10th. But here it is, when it's time to fight Spence. You all around the board. Negotiations won't work out. They was dragging their feet. And this is what I got to say about that. how can Terence Buck Crawford say he'll fight Charlo if the fight with Spence don't happen when Al Heyman is the same manager for Jermell Charlo as he is with Errol Spence? In other words, if Al Heyman tried to F you and screw you, Terence Buck Crawford, in the negotiations to fight Spence, what makes you think that he won't F you and screw you in the negotiations for fighting Charlo? In fact, basically what I'm saying is, how can you be so confident to fight Charlo and get that fight materialized because he's an easier opponent when they share the same manager, him and Spence, which you couldn't get that fight materialized in negotiations? That's exactly what I thought. We already know this is a hill of beans. And I'm going to tell you something right now. I don't think that Terence Buck Crawford can beat no Jermell Charlo. There's nothing to prove that he can. That's why I don't think he can beat Jermell Charlo. But it was good for public relations. It was good to say while you're promoting the fight against David Evanesian. It's good to say that. That's a good marketing strategy. But we both know that Terence Buck Crawford don't even mean none of the words that he's saying when it comes to any of the PBC fighters. Don't take my word for it. We have seen time and time again him say his own self, that he don't want to fight Spence from 2019 to now. And he's made so many excuses and contradicted himself. So it is what it is. But he said that he's willing to fight Jermell Charlo. But Al Heyman is the same manager. So how you can be so confident that you can get a deal done with Al Heyman to fight Charlo and not Spence? Makes no sense to me, and I know it doesn't make any sense to you. And for that reason, I encourage you viewers that have not subscribed to this channel to subscribe to this channel. If you're viewing this video right now, I encourage you to like this video, share it, comment in the comment section below. I'm Manager Marty. Till next time.